Hello, in this video we're going to go over some of the things that we want to do to advance where we started with our halter breaking. This is also a 2-year-old horse. This is the second day that I've worked with her. She belongs to the same guy that the bay horse in the first halter breaking video belonged to. Right here I'm just working on picking her feet up. I've already done some of it the first day, and with this we want to early on let them understand that if they just give us that foot and let us hold it up, then we'll give it back to them. So if they push on you a little bit and try to put it down, hold it, and then when they loosen it up, drop it, and they'll learn real quick that you'll always give it back to them as long as they're given to you. A lot of repetition helps them with this, and it can eliminate later on when your farrier's trying to do some work on them and they go to pulling and trying to put that foot down with them, and then cause issues there. Right here I'm going to move to, with her, I'm just working on getting her to give to my hand, putting pressure at her pole there. I've done some of this already so she knows it. This really is similar to the lateral flexion as far as teaching her to give to that, just give to you right there, and just be calm and relaxed with me being in there with her. It doesn't have near the functional purposes of a lateral flexion would later on in our training, but it's similar at this point. Right here I'm just going to push her around a second, and she can see how she's really quiet about it. She's giving to me. I like how she's moving her front end away from me. When I send the horse out in this circle, I want him to move front end first and then go forward. I don't want him to be coming through my space there. She really is wanting to give that hip and face up right there because she likes being in there and just resting. It's a really nice horse. Right here, I've already worked on this a little bit. I just want to go. I want to hop up there and put a little weight on her, and as long as she's standing there, I'm gonna hop right back down. I want to put the weight on, take it off, put it on, take it off. As long as she's calm about it and accepting it. She walked off a couple of times when I first started that, but she got pretty good accepting it right there. She's going to be a nice horse. Here's the bay horse from the first halter breaking video, and right here we're just kind of advancing his groundwork. We just want him to go forward right here when we send him off, and then give to us when we step in front or when we get that hip and send him off the other direction. He's still a little stud colt, so he kind of every now and then he says he tries to tell me, well, I don't really want to do that, but he hasn't really had the guts to go ahead and come after me and really challenge me, so I just kind of ignore it and keep pushing him around. He's a little bit gimpy on that left front. I think it's going to be an abscess. We got the farrier, going to check it out tomorrow. This is probably the 5th or 6th time I've worked with him. That was the 2nd time I'd worked with that yellow mare. She progressed really fast. She's a little different kind of horse than him. She doesn't worry about people as much. She really likes contact with people, actually. He likes it. He's just not sure about it at first. He's really skeptical, but once he kind of gets calmed down, he gets pretty good. Right there, see how he's doing all that jumping around and kind of all over the place. You're going to find that this early on with these horses, but just keep pushing them around. Get that front end moving out of there and get him going in that circle, and ignore all that hopping around. That's just something that's going to happen. They just got to get used to moving like that and get used to those cues. And we almost want to get them a little bit dull to the cue. That way, if that's a better way to explain it, to where they're not worried about it as much. You'll see right here before the video ends, he's going to kind of make a change. This is just a short video to show some of the kind of quickly show some of the things we want to do to work on advancing our handling. Right here, when we do a lot of this sending them around and pushing them around, when we go to walk off and lead them off, they're going to gladly just walk with us because that becomes a release. So we're making that leading off a release, and so we never really work that much on just walking off and leading them off, because we do this other work and that becomes the release. So the leading is really simple. This other stuff is really more important than just focusing a ton on pulling them off forward and getting them to lead off. But thanks for watching, and visit us at psnaturalhorsemanship.com.